Hello guys, welcome back. So today we're gonna talk about another forex video or day trading video. I'm going to talk about how a candle works. How does it form? How does it end? You know, the normal stuff. Yeah, by the way, why the last video it ended, if you all saw. It ended because for some reason I can't verify my account, and that means I can't send a video more than 15 minutes long. So that's why I had to cut halfway. I think all I said it within the time lah. So for now, the video is going to be only 15 minutes. Okay. So let's start. Right. When you see in day trading, you can see the charts, right? Like I said from the last video, we normally use this kind of patterns. Okay. I don't know why it's not loading. Anyways, whatever the fuck. Yeah, it's this kind of pattern. This is called candlestick pattern. So normally it's just green and red. Yeah, the default setting is green and red lah. So green means bull, red means bear, which is another word for buy and sell. That's it. So buy go up, bear come down. Okay, easy. Now, how a candle forms, that depends on what candle it is. For example, a bear candle starts from the top to the bottom. From here, this is the starting point, it goes down. If it reverses, that means when a candle is formed like this, and initially it's right here, it closes up here. So that leaves a shadow or a wick. Okay, so this tells you, like, in that time frame, it can be any time frame, 5 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hour, whatever it is, that candle, it went all the way here at this price, maybe what, let's say 5 ringgit, whatever. It went all the way here, but it closed at here. So when that 4 hours ended, price was at 4 ringgit. Okay, so it's important to know that what is this wick. Okay, now a candle can change. It doesn't mean that when it started off going down, doesn't mean it cannot go up. All that matters is that starting point. So the starting point, let's say it's this line here. Okay, you can see here, first it goes down, I think, yeah, see, okay, this is the starting point right here. Now it's going down, it's a bull candle, and then it went all the way here at the bottom and it shot back up. So you can see it left a wick. Okay, and then slowly at number 4 here, it goes all the way up to the starting point of the candle, which let's say is 3 ringgit. So it went till 5, or it went till 1. Okay, yeah, more accurately, it went to 1. It went all the way back up to 3, and then it goes up even more. Now it's at 6. Okay, the price is now at 6 ringgit. And lastly, let's say, for example sake, the candle closed, went back down at 5. That's it. That's how easy it is. That's exactly how a candle is formed, how a candle moves, and all that. Okay, now a lot of people you see in other YouTube videos, they talk about candle chart patterns, which is, I don't think, very important and make any sense. Well, I won't lie, I was following that, but going deeper and trying to find out more, it doesn't make sense. It's just like, yeah, you see this and then it goes here, and then because it came here, blah 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 blah. Doesn't make sense to me. So again, follow TJR. He's the one who said, yeah, it doesn't make sense. He only follows dojis I'm not mistaken, which are like candles like this, like very long wicks at the top bottom, and then just like whether green or red, doesn't matter. He only follows that, but I don't really see it anymore. He just mentioned it last time, but he didn't. I don't see him using it, so I don't use it either. Okay, now we can go to highs and lows. Yeah, highs and lows. Highs and lows are like this, very simple also. How do you identify a high? Okay, you need two candles for high, two candles for low. Okay, let me show you on the line chart so it's more easy. Okay, see right here, this is a high, this is a high, this is a high, this is a low, this is a low, this is a low. Okay, when you're going in an uptrend is basically the price keeps going up. Okay, how do we identify an uptrend? Is when, let's say, we go to a high time frame which is 4 hours, 1 hour, yeah, those kind of stuff. Let's say we use that. Okay, let me go to the highs and lows first, right, so you can understand. I need to work on getting the structure of the video right, because I keep jumping. Okay, so high doesn't matter the wick size, it just matters the color of the candles. It needs to be, for high, it needs to be one green and one red. That is a high. And how do you measure a high? You kidding me, man? How do you measure the high? You measure by their wicks. So either wick, which one is longer? So let's say this bear candle, the wick is longer, so you mark this out as the high. Alright, now when we go for low consists of a red candle and a green candle, and obviously because it's a low, you look at the bottom wicks. You look at the bottom wicks, you don't look at the... Okay, what is going on? Yeah, you look at the bottom wicks because it's a low. Again, whichever is longer. So let's say, for example, the bull candle has a longer wick at the bottom, so this is the low. Alright, now back to our trends. You will have an uptrend and a downtrend. We always want to trade according to the trend. And I know sometimes when you go, like, let's say in the 1 hour, it's in an uptrend, but in the 5 minute, it's in the downtrend. Higher time frames have higher power, so you always want to follow the high time frames. But that doesn't mean because right now the time frame is 1 hour, it's an uptrend, it'll just continue going up. No, that's called, there is break of structure, meaning when it switches, when it has a reversal. So usually what we do is, in 1 hour, in 4 hour, we go to see your bias, which way you think market is going to go. Market is going to go up, market is going to go down. Then based on that, for me, I look at my 1 hour, I look at my 4 hours, and I decide if both are contradicting. I will be very cautious when going into the market. And let's say 4 hour is bear, 1 hour is bull, and I'm going to trade in 1 hour's time, or I'm going to trade in 30 minutes time. Most likely it's going to be bull, but I'm going to check again for my daily and my weekly. If both my daily and weekly are also buy, I'm going to think in my mind buy, but be cautious because 4 hours will sell. So You have to be very careful for that. Now, how do you consider an uptrend or downtrend? Very simple. An uptrend means it has to break structure to the upside. It has to basically go above previous highs. That's like this. Let me show you. Okay. Let's say, okay, let me just find this gray part here. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Whatever. Okay, green candle. So there's a high right here. Okay. When a candle closes means the candle not like this. The candle, if it's like this, means it closed here. Correct? Okay. So a candle closes. Let's see, a candle closes here. Okay, it broke structure to the upside. You can only break structure if previously it was in a downtrend, but I'm just saying break of structure so like it'll be easier to understand. Break of structure basically means reversal. Yeah, break of structure to the upside, meaning it was in a downtrend. Okay, so yeah. Now, if a candle, doesn't matter green or red, you know, if it passes here, passes this high, means it's an uptrend. Alright, if just the wick alone, we don't care. We do not give anything. I don't want to say fuck, but we don't care at all. Similarly, let's say now, okay, so now it's a low. So now when it's a low here, now when price closes below that low, okay, I see my time running out. It pisses me so much I can't just talk how much I want. When price closes below that low, then market switches going to a downtrend. That means we are going to be looking for sells. You always don't want to go against market, meaning if market, obviously, right, if market is going uptrend like this, you want to follow the big move. You want to go buy. You don't want to try and find. Day trading doesn't work like that. It doesn't work where you're going to be able to guess every single candle. Okay, this candle is green, this candle is red, this is red. No, you're not going to do that. Okay, obviously, if you didn't know that by now, it's not going to happen. So to increase your probability of making profit, you want to trade with the trend. So you're not going to follow these small little, down movements. You're not going to follow that. So how it usually goes is, okay, like this is a higher high. Sorry, this is a higher high. This is a higher low. When you use higher high and higher lows, means it's an uptrend. Why? How do I know exactly it's an uptrend? I don't need to see when someone tells me higher high, higher lows. How is it an uptrend? Because it's moving higher. This high is higher than the previous high. See? It's higher than the previous high. So that means it's an uptrend. It moved higher. This low is higher than the previous low. Higher highs, higher lows. Same thing. Downtrend. Okay? Lower highs, lower lows. Why? Because let's say this low, it is lower than the previous low. Okay? I mean, this high is lower than the previous high. This low, lower than the previous low. Alright? So I wish I can talk more, but I don't know, I can't fucking verify. But yeah, I hope you all get the gist of it. So every time, okay, before it, 30 seconds more. Before, when we want to see if the trend is whatever, like uptrend, downtrend, we have to make sure we are right. Make sure you check with the higher time frames, not in the low ones. The low ones are for execution. 5 minutes, 1 minute, 15 minutes, mainly for execution. So the high time frame holds higher power. Okay, you see break of structure in the high time frame means it's changing. If not, no more time. Sorry.